Live from KSAT 12. Good Morning San Antonio starts right now.
There's obstacles that I never knew I'd ever face, and this is going to be with me for the rest of my life.
We now know the sentence for a 20-year-old man found guilty for shooting a woman in the face just outside the Whole Foods at the Quarry. We're going to tell you how many years this man will be facing.
If somebody can actually identify him, I would like to give that person a hug and tell them thank you.
And a San Antonio family is asking for help in finding the person who shot their brother, and a new reward is being offered.
And let's take a live look out at the Alamo City. It is already 80 degrees out there. How hot is it going to get this weekend? We're going to check in with Sarah Spivey in just a few moments. For now, good morning. It is 6 o'clock. It is Saturday, July 15th. Thank you so much for starting your weekend with us.
Good morning.
So have you really done your best to try to avoid outside the last few days? Okay.
Yes, a lot of AC dwelling.
Okay.
And I was talking to Sarah about it. It's sad. It's almost like a reverse winter for South Texans because we can't go outside. We want to be outside. The sun is out. School is out. But it's dangerously hot.
It is, especially in the afternoon. So we can't get out these first few hours of the day here, but by about noon, I mean, we're already going to have a heat index value close to 100 degrees. Here's a look at the forecast for the day today. Again, outside right now, it's 80. By about 10, it'll be 87. Mostly sunny to completely sunny skies. 104 for the high temperature today. And even by 10 p.m., it's still going to be close to 90 degrees. There will be a bit of a breeze, south winds at 10 to 15, but when you look at the weekend forecast, I mean, it's going to be hot this weekend and pretty much a copy and paste day from today to tomorrow. Mostly sunny skies, highs well above 100 degrees. In fact, we will be challenging records not only today, but for the next 7 days at least in San Antonio. So coming up in the forecast, I've got to look ahead to some record challenging heat, not only here locally, but across the nation. And I'll have a look at any rainfall potential over the next 7 to 14 days. Details ahead. Max.
Thank you, Sarah. New this morning, a man in the hospital after being shot in the leg overnight. This is an ongoing investigation, but this is what we know right now. So unfolded last night. It was around 9 p.m. San Antonio police tell us a man showed up to a home on Ramin Street, that's near Nogalitos, and Ceballos Street. He asked for help. He was taken to the hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. Like we said, the gunshot wound to the leg. Right now, police still searching the area, trying to figure out where exactly the shooting happened and who pulled the trigger.
20-year-old Julio Cesar Rivera is being sentenced to 45 years in prison after shooting a woman in the face at the Quarry Shopping Center during a carjacking outside of the Whole Foods. Rivera was accused of 5 carjackings between October and November of 2021. That's when he shot Alana Castañeda outside Whole Foods during his last attempt at a carjacking. Castañeda has already endured multiple surgeries and has more to go. She was in the courtroom when Judge Ron Rangel gave Rivera the maximum sentence.
I mean, it has changed my life completely. I have never experienced so much pain. There's obstacles that I never knew I'd ever face. And this is going to be with me for the rest of my life.
Rivera took a deal with prosecutors to plead guilty to only 3 cases, which lowered his potential prison time, but he is unable to appeal.
Well, New Year's morning back in 2019, it brought heartbreak for the family of Timothy Collins. Patty Santos explains to us the new $15,000 reward now being offered for the public's help trying to find the person responsible for his murder.
I saw first murder of San Antonio in 2019, and it just so happened I was like, wow, that's a horrible way to start the year.
Hours later, Mary DeLuna got the horrific news that the victim was her brother, Timothy Collins. The 42-year-old was shot around 4:30 a.m. on New Year's morning, 2019, while working as a clerk at this 7-Eleven on Callahan Road near I-10.
I'm just baffled that nobody came forward and said anything.
Crime Stoppers is now offering a $15,000 reward for anyone who can identify the gunman seen here on surveillance video. DeLuna is feeling hopeful.
If somebody can actually identify him, I would like to give that person a hug and tell them thank you, because it will give not just myself, but my dad is 84 years old. It will give him closure. and it will give us some time to actually really mourn and actually know that that person that did this is actually paying for what he did.
New Year's, birthdays, and life without her baby brother are just harder.
Every time I see something on the news, I think, could that possibly be the same person that did it to my brother?
Patty Santos, KSAT 12 News.
New this morning, Governor Greg Abbott announcing that he is sending another bus of migrants to the city of Los Angeles. This is the third group to arrive there from the state of Texas. This is what we know about the bus. 30 people, including 6 children from Haiti, Venezuela, and Mexico, brought to a center in Chinatown in Los Angeles. The migrants welcomed by local church members. They were welcomed with food and clean clothes, able to reunite with family members from the Los Angeles area. Governor Greg Abbott hinting that more buses of migrants could follow.
Well, Mexico is filing a border boundaries complaint over Texas floating barrier plan on the Rio Grande. A foreign relations secretary says Mexico will have an inspection team see whether any parts of the barrier extends into Mexico's side of the river. If the buoys are affecting the flow of water, then it would violate treaties put in place that require the river to remain unobstructed. Mexico has already asked for these buoys to be removed.
Well, Austin Police and the Texas Department of Public Safety, they're hitting a fork in the road when it comes to that deployment of DPS troopers, all in an effort to try to help monitor the city of Austin. But Austin's mayor, Kirk Watson, says he's abruptly ending that police partnership with DPS after he alleges troopers pulled the gun on a 10-year-old boy and the boy's father. Now, the mayor of Austin saying the partnership was initially put in place to help with staffing shortages, but he says, quote, any approach needs to be in sync with Austin's values, end quote. The Mayor Watson, says that partnership will not be reconsidered in the future.
We have some breaking news before we get to break. An Amber Alert has just been sent out. I'm sure people have heard it on their phones. There's been a child abduction out of Dallas, Texas.
That's right. Right now, we know that victim, an 11-year-old girl, and we're told her name is Tanya Jackson. Last seen wearing a white T-shirt with red lettering. Obviously, if you have any information you're asked to call 911, we will be following the story throughout the morning. So make sure to stay with us on air and online as more information becomes available. For now, time is 6:07, 79 degrees.
I hope you're hungry because today on Texas Eats, David Elder checks out a giant steak at Speck's Country Store.
Doesn't look that giant to me.
Okay. Calm down.
All right, San Antonio family waking up to a new home. We're going to meet the nonprofit that made the dream come true. This is awesome.
Oh, not so awesome, this relentless heat. Let's just get creative. Let's just show like a bunch of cute pictures or something. Sarah Spivey will have our forecast when we come back. Tears of joy for a Lacoste woman after an act of compassion and support.
Jonathan Cotto introduces us to the organization that gifted a newly remodeled mobile home to a widow whose home was falling apart, and this gift really changing her life forever.
This is my new bedroom.
An incredible act of kindness has brought tremendous joy for Melissa Valderrama as she walks us through her newly remodeled mobile home.
I think this is for the washer and the dryer. Wow, heaven.
It all began when the nonprofit Impact Cares arrived at Valderrama's doorstep. They're an organization that partners with local volunteers to improve the lives of people living in mobile home communities.
My husband passed away about 10 years ago. It needed a lot of work. It couldn't be saved.
Valderrama lived in this home for over 22 years. She says after her husband passed, the house just began to fall apart and she didn't have the means to make repairs.
My door knob broke and I haven't Googled how to put a new one. So I haven't had one in a while. I lock it in the inside. But having everything like new is just like a miracle.
And for many years, she says she's lived without a washer, dryer, and even a stove.
I've been looking at recipes that I want to make. And the other day I said, stop, Melissa, you don't have a stove. That's not going to happen. And now it is.
Tori Wilson, a project manager with Impact Cares, says they typically help people with repairs. But when they saw Valderrama's home, they realized some areas were just uninhabitable.
So we started looking for a different home. We found one, got it, we remodeled it, painted it. You know, the inside, we went through the inside and put new flooring.
The new home also giving her elderly dad peace of mind.
He's 84 and he always worries about me because I'm by myself. but now he doesn't have to.
Jonathan Cotto, KSAT 12 News.
All right, well, the big part is that she's going to have air conditioning because
great.
it is so necessary, especially the last week. And you're saying the week coming forward?
Absolutely. I mean, the next 7 to 10 days, we're locked into triple-digit weather. And it's easy to forget that last summer was even a little hotter than this summer as far as 100-degree days go. So by this time last summer, we had 36 100-degree days by July 15th. Today we'll make 21 100-degree days. So again, it's hot out there, and last summer was brutal too. We're going to continue to track the triple-digit days. Check in with us as much as possible. For now, though, just know that we are expecting record-challenging heat just about every single day over the next 5 days at least. Today, the forecast high is 104 in San Antonio. That will beat the record of 102 set back in 2020. Even looking at tomorrow, we could beat a record set back in 1989, and it's possible to see records challenged or beaten Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday as well as this upcoming week, with forecast highs anywhere from 103 to 106 in San Antonio. So when you look outside at temperatures right now, it's honestly not all that bad. It's still very warm. It's 80 degrees, but compared to what we're going to be experiencing over the next several days, right now, the next couple of hours are the times you want to get things done, go to the grocery store, all those things. Take your kids to maybe the zoo or Six Flags early in the morning today. 85 degrees outside is what it feels like, with the humidity still fairly high. It's 77 in Uvalde, 83 in Del Rio, 76 in Kerrville, 80 in New Braunfels, and 80 in Cotulla. But again, we've already got a heat index value because of the high humidity. It already feels like it's 90 degrees down in Victoria and near 90 in Corpus Christi. Looking at your KSAT 12-hour forecast, mostly cloudy skies out there right now. Again, this is what I mean. The next couple of hours are not going to be all that bad. By 10 o'clock, we'll still be at 87. By 11, we'll start to get into the 90s. It'll already feel like it's past 100 by noon, and we'll have a breeze today from the south at about 10 to 15 miles per hour. Now, looking at the peak heat of the day, 104 for the high, but it's going to feel up to about 106 to 108 today. And again, there will be a breeze southeast at about 10 to 15 miles per hour. Forecast highs in neighborhoods around south central Texas: 106 in Del Rio, 102 in Uvalde, 108 in Cotulla, 102 in Beeville. Rock Springs should clock in right under 100. That's because they've got higher elevations there in Rock Springs. Still hot though. 103 in Canyon Lake and 101 in Fredericksburg. Our average high this time of year is 95, so we're running about 10 degrees hotter than average in San Antonio. 103 in Seguin, 104 in Poteet, 104 in Devine, and 102 in Kerrville. Looking at the weather setup, North Texas doesn't have it as bad today. In fact, Lubbock area getting some rain. Dallas area expected to get some rain tonight and tomorrow. But that heat high is really strengthening across the desert Southwest. In fact, take a look at these forecast highs. Phoenix, Arizona, 115. Palm Springs, 119. Furnace Creek, yes, that's the actual name, Furnace Creek in Death Valley, forecast 124. By the way, the hottest temperature ever recorded on Earth recorded at Furnace Creek, 134. So it's going to be very exceptionally hot, not only for us across Texas, but across the desert Southwest. And unfortunately, when you look at potential rainfall over the next 10 days, it does not look good for us. I'm hoping for a weather pattern change toward the end of July and early August, but that is still 15 days of this. Triple-digit weather, no rain chances in the forecast for us. By the way, if you look at your Apple weather app, you'll see that they have rain chances on there. That's because that's computer-generated data. It is inaccurate. Unfortunately, we are not going to have any rain chances over the next several days. Make sure to get that KSAT Weather Authority app where you've got an accurate forecast tailored by actual meteorologists. Coming up, you've heard about Saharan dust in the air? Well, I've got the skinny on that in just a few minutes.
I'm glad you brought that up, Sarah, because sometimes the Apple app is way off.
I don't even know why you use it.
Right?
I need my friends who have Android to tell me if the Android app is off.
We'll do the research. Thank you, Sarah.
Thanks, Sarah. 617, 79 degrees.
If you need plans, for today. David Elder showing off some beautiful steaks from Specs Country Store.
That does look fantastic. All right, if you're planning on running errands today or rushing out the door to get one of those steaks, major road closures happening in and around the city. We're going to explain. Traffic could be really an issue through this weekend. A lot of people traveling in and around the city, and they got to do it early to avoid this heat. But Loop 1604 on the north side, that's where you might find some problems.
Yeah, drivers can expect to run into closures all weekend long as work on the expansion project in that area continues.
Traffic Authority Stephen Cavazos has more on how to navigate these construction closures.
There are some big weekend closures to be on the lookout for, especially if you travel right over here to Loop 1604 on the north side. Pardon me. That's due to an expansion project that we have taken place. Now, this is a full weekend closure, as I mentioned. It's going to start around Northwest Military Highway and finish up around Stone Oak Parkway, but it's going to impact both the east and westbound lanes. Let's show you what's taking place out there. There is bridge work that is happening. It all begins Friday, July 14th and wraps Monday, July 17th. So let's see what's in store for those eastbound lanes. From Bitters Road, we'll see an exit ramp closer to the Blanco Road entrance ramp. Now keep this in mind. Those closures are going to stay in place for the entire duration of the weekend, so watch out there. Now, as for the westbound lanes, as we take a jump over here, it's going to be the same thing. It all wraps up on Monday, July 17th. Work should finish at 5 in the morning, but we're going to see that full closure of the westbound main lanes from the Blanco Road exit ramp to the Blanco Road entrance ramp. Now, these lane closures will, again, remain in place for the entire duration. This is just a portion of what's taking place this weekend. What I want you to do now is scan this QR code. It's going to take you to our KSAT traffic page, and there's a full list of all the closures that are happening this weekend and into the early days of next week. But again, that full closure is going to impact a lot of people, so make sure to start planning ahead. Look for some alternative routes. Always good to know what to expect before you have to hit the roads.
Thank you, Stephen. Time now, 6:23, 79 degrees. Oh, yeah.
If you're getting hungry like we are.
I gotta have it, put you on the spot here.
Okay.
How do you like steak cooked?
Of course, medium rare.
Nice.
Of course, no other way. Okay, well, David Elder, he's going to take us to Specs Country Store for a giant steak that you won't mind, you know, just taking down.
Sweatpants. We'll call it sweatpants.
Stretchy pants.
Stretchy pants. We'll be right back.
Look at that. That is cooked to perfection. Your chef in the back, that guy's doing some miracles back there. And I mean, this big old steak, it takes some talent to cook something up like this and do it the right way. I mean, he's flipping it, he's turning it. He just got all the flames going on there. Are you ready to try a little piece of this bad boy?
Let's do it, David.
It looks like cutting brisket. There we go. This is like Thanksgiving right now. Look, I'm just cutting you off a little piece there. This is the Big Tex 36-ounce steak out here at Specs. Cheers.
Cheers.
The Big Tex ribeye out here at Specs, 36 ounces, cut custom to order, so right there fresh for you. Put on the grill, you see the flames shooting up on this bad boy. This one was cooked to a perfect medium. Of course, you can get it any way you like it, but I gotta tell you, that medium is just where it's at.
Medium rare.
Okay.
Also,
It does look
36
good.
ounces.
It's good.
I eat 8 ounces.
You're also a small person, though.
I know, but you're not a very big person either, and you can eat 36 ounces?
100%.
Oh, wow.
Specs, bring it on. Time now, it's just about 6:28, 79 degrees.
We'll be right back.
Good morning, welcome back. Happy weekend, 6:31 this Saturday. It is July 15th. Thank you so much for starting your weekend with us. All right, so in the break, you let off like 3 good sneezes. How are the allergies?
In here, specifically the studio, you know, there's a lot of people in here, a lot of hairspray in here, Sarah. I'm looking at Max.
I was going to say, don't throw Sarah under the bus
But it
here.
creates a lot of dust in here.
You know, there's a lot of dust inside. I have had a lot of folks ask me, hey, Sarah, why are my allergies acting up? Is it the Saharan dust? Is it, you know, the molds? Well, you know what? I think, honestly, it's because we're spending a lot of time indoors, indoor allergies, HVAC systems, all of that stuff. Because when you look at the forecast air quality for the day today, it's not bad. In fact, it's just one step step down from perfect, from good. And that's because there are some very, very light concentrations of Saharan dust out there, but not enough to cause any major allergy issues. This is a look at the Saharan dust forecast for later on today. You can see that mainly closer to Brownsville. That's where we're going to have some of the Saharan dust. But even into tonight and tomorrow, very light concentrations. Notice again, very, very light. It's not until later next week and even into next weekend that we could see higher concentrations of dust. So I really do believe it's because a lot of us are dealing with these indoor allergies because we're spending so much more time indoors. You can see that by Wednesday we might have some more moderate concentrations of dust. But of course, if the dust gets to a level where it's going to impact your allergies, we are going to let you know. For now, though, I really do think it's indoor allergies for the most part. That's just my opinion, though. All right, looking at your KSAT 12-hour forecast, mostly cloudy out there right now. It's 79 degrees. We dipped below 80 for the first time since Tuesday, my friends. And then looking ahead to the day, by about noon, it's already going to feel like it's over 100. And in the afternoon, 104 for the high temperature. Not only hot here, but across the state of Texas. ERCOT has issued a weather watch for the day. I'm going to tell you what that means and how our grid's doing coming up in just a bit.
Thank you, Sarah. The San Antonio teenager who was shot multiple times by a San Antonio police officer last year and the woman who was in the vehicle at the time of the shooting, both now being charged for theft in an unrelated crime.
Yeah, booking records show SAPD took Eric Cantu and Emily Prowl into custody on June 28th. So they're accused of stealing from the automotive section at the Walmart on Jones Maltzberger. Cantu and Prowl each face a misdemeanor theft charge.
If you remember, Cantu spent time on life support after being shot by SAPD officer James Brennan back on October 2nd.
Brennan, who was at a McDonald's on Blanco Road for an unrelated disturbance call, approached Cantu's vehicle after recognizing it from an alleged high-speed evading incident the night before.
Well, we are still in the early stages of election season, but a lot of people will be watching the Texas Senate race and watching it closely. Obviously, we're staying on top of it. Incumbent Senator Ted Cruz now being outraised by one of his Democratic challengers. So the Cruz campaign says they raised about $4.4 million in the re-election for the second quarter. But one of his Democratic opponents, Colin Allred, says he's raised $6.2 million in a little more than 2 months. So that amount still could go up. In May, Allred became the first major Democratic candidate to announce running against Ted Cruz, and State Senator Roland Gutierrez joining the Democratic race just this past Monday.
Well, there's big funding cuts for the CDC, and some of those effects could possibly be felt at the local level. The CDC is set to lose about $1.3 billion as a result of last month's federal debt ceiling negotiation. The money was initially allocated through COVID-19 supplemental funding. The cuts will directly impact state and local health departments. For example, a grant funding disease intervention specialist across the country was one of the first things to go. And the last 2 years of the 5-year grant were slashed. That's more than $400 million.
And the White House announcing $39 billion in student debt relief. The Department of Education stating that the federal government canceling remaining balances for borrowers who have made payments for 20 or 25 years. So that means 804,000 borrowers across the country, they can have their student debt wiped away in the coming weeks. It's due to administrative fixes that more accurately count qualified monthly payments. The plans based payments on borrowers' income, family size, regardless of the outstanding debt. And after reaching a set forgiveness threshold of 20 or 25 years, a borrower's remaining balance is then wiped away.
Well, Sam's Club is offering educators $20 memberships from now through August 15th. That's 60% less than the normal price. It's for state licensed pre-K through 12 teachers, principals, and assistant principals. College and university professors also can get in on the deal. Sam's Club says it's offering the discount due to many educators paying for their own classroom supplies.
And back here at home, old medical equipment that you might have just lying around the house, it could be tax deductible, but it may also benefit someone who otherwise wouldn't be able to afford it.
As Jesse DeGollado reports, Project Mend may be in a much larger facility now, but the nonprofit's 30-year-old mission remains the same.
This may look like a lot, but all this medical equipment donated to Project Mend won't be here very long. Not with the ever-growing demand it's seen over the past 30 years, says CEO Kathy Valdez.
We just serve more and more and more. The number increases. The need increases.
Marguerite Natal's spiffy motorized wheelchair came from Project Mend. She says it also gave her the only taller-than-normal walker they had to help her posture and mobility.
So I was really grateful. I'm really grateful. That's the impact that we make on an individual's life.
But not before donations, regardless of condition, are repaired, refurbished, and sanitized. Only then, they say. Medical equipment you no longer want or use can make a huge difference in the lives of others. At virtually no cost, except for a $20 yearly membership fee and a prescription from a medical professional.
We need that person to tell us medically what is it that they need.
Ricarda Alfaro Munoz says what her mother was prescribed improved her quality of life.
It's such a blessing.
Her grandmother agrees. More people ought to donate their unused medical equipment, like the hospital bed she has from Project Mend.
Because that's the way you worship the Lord, by taking care of the elderly and the sick.
Jesse Degollado, KSAT 12 News.
All right, so here's how you can step up and help out. You can call into our KSAT Community Phone Bank. That is this Thursday, noon to 10:30 p.m. Volunteers will be available to accept your financial gifts to help Project Mend further their mission.
They'll also tell you where you can drop off any wheelchairs or other equipment you'd like to donate. Project Mend's donation drive is next Saturday, the 22nd, from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. It will be in the parking lot of the Wonderland of Americas on Fredericksburg Road, and all of those donations are tax deductible.
All right, so the two dates, remember, Thursday and next weekend.
Okay.
All right, time now, just about 6:39, 79 degrees.
And if you need to be outside, if you need to mow the lawn, do any lawn work, yard work, running errands, you might want to do it before noon. Sarah's saying we're going to be having a heat index of triple-digit heat at least by noon. She'll have a forecast when we come back.
Good morning, welcome back, and happy weekend. All right, the last few days, have you guys just done all you can just to avoid the heat?
Yeah, I've done all my errands in the morning.
Smart.
And then just kind of on the treadmill.
I also hate being inside because then it forces me to do indoor chores, and I always rather do outdoor chores. Like I'm like, oh, look at that laundry. I guess I'll be inside the next 4 hours, so I guess I'll have to do the laundry.
All right, well, not only hot here in San Antonio, but across the state of Texas. In fact, take a look at the heat advisories and excessive heat warnings out there right now. And you can see that most of Texas is going to be very hot. This is a look at the forecast. Highs and heat index values. Most of us around the south central Texas dealing with heat index values anywhere from 105 to 110, maybe even up to 118 out in Corpus Christi. And you can see that most of the state is going to be very, very hot today. In fact, ERCOT has issued a weather watch for the day. Basically, all that means is that it's going to be hot, and they're going to be watching very carefully how the supply and the demand meet each other today. But when you look at ERCOT's supply and demand forecast, things look okay for us. You'll just want to conserve during the peak heat of the day, up the thermostat by a couple of degrees. You can see that today our peak demand is forecast at about 82,000 megawatts, while our peak supply should outdo that. So that's good news. Notice that the supply and demand come down quite a bit tomorrow, and that is because areas in North Texas are going to be dealing with some rain, and that will allow for temperatures to not be so hot. So if you're planning on traveling across Texas today, maybe up to North Texas, there will be some rain, especially tonight and tomorrow morning for the Dallas-Fort Worth area. And as you can see over Lubbock right now, they're enjoying some of these showers and storms. None of this, unfortunately, is going to come to San Antonio. It's just going to stay up to the north. In fact, we're in for another hot day here in south central Texas. It's 78 degrees in Helotes and 80 in San Antonio, 78 in Bulverde and 75 at Bernie Stage Airfield, 74 in Los Maples. Now's the time to get things done outside. As you can see how quickly we'll warm up. We'll still be in the 80s by 10, but then by 11 we'll be in the 90s. Noon 96, heat index going to be close to 102. Around noon. Again, I get a lot of people asking me, Sarah, if you say it's going to feel like 102, why did you say it's just 102 outside? And the reason for that is the heat index is a calculated feel like temperature. It's not hard data. This is what the thermometer actually reads this afternoon, 104. The heat index is calculates the humidity, and it's only relevant to humans. Taking a look at the forecast highs today, 106 in Del Rio, 105 in Eagle Pass, 104 in Pleasanton, 103 in Canyon Lake, 103 in Gonzales, and 102 in Kerrville. It's going to be 103 in Hondo, 104 in Converse, and 104 in New Braunfels. All right. We are starting to see drought move back in. It's been pervasive across the hill country, though, where there's a bullseye of exceptional drought from Fredericksburg to Kerrville to Sisterdale down to Bernie. That's where the drought is the worst. And unfortunately, no major rain chances for San Antonio in the coming days. In fact, 0 rain chances in the coming days for San Antonio. Usually around this time, we look to the tropics for the potential for some rain across South Texas, but the only thing we got in the Atlantic is subtropical storm Dawn, expected to stay out in the ocean and not impact many people whatsoever. It's just going to be hot over the next several days. We're going to be challenging a record today. The record for the high is 102, and so we are going to probably beat that today and challenge records in the coming days. So unfortunately, no major rain chances for us over the next several days.
Looks like it's a laundry day.
Laundry day, yeah, stay inside.
Max was just telling me how much he loves doing laundry.
I love doing laundry.
I hate it.
Not even being facetious.
You want to come over and fold
I love doing my own laundry. Let me stipulate that.
Yeah, that's important.
I'm now at 6:46, 79 degrees.
Summer break is going by fast, and before we know it, it'll be time for new school year. When we come back, RJ Marquez is going to be speaking with the general manager of AT&T to see how they're helping kids who may be suffering from summer learning loss.
And let's take a live look out at the roadways. Already a lot of people out and about. Maybe they're listening to the message. If you have things to do them early. We're going to check in with Sarah Spivey in just a few moments. But for now, let's take a look at those lotto numbers. All right. Sarah, did you play?
I did.
Okay.
I'm still here.
You're still here. All right. Let's take a look. Pick 3, 168, Fireball 9. Daily 4, 2210, Fireball 9. Someone did win $1 million in a scratch off.
And it was not me. I saw it at HEB too. I always want to get one from those machines. All right, Cash 5, 1613, 1925. Mega Millions, what was it, over 400 million? I don't know if anyone won last night. The jackpot 10, 24, 48, 51, 66, Mega Ball 15, Mega Plier 2.
Welcome back to GMSA. Summer is in full swing, which means plenty of free time for the kiddos. But studies show that summer learning loss is also very real. Anywhere from 17 to 34% of what they learn during the school year can be lost during the summer months. But AT&T has a new website and some tools to help prevent just that, just in time for National Summer Learning Week. Joining us this morning is Luis Silva. He's the Vice President of AT&T to talk more about this. Good morning, Luis. So let's go ahead and start here. What causes learning loss during the summer, and what should parents be keeping an eye on?
Well, especially here in Texas, we are spending a lot of time indoors and on screens during the summer. So studies show that the wrong kind of screen time can really be detrimental for the education. So the key is keeping it fun for us. And nearly 80% of parents and teachers think their students would be more interested in learning tools that include entertainment. So there are a lot of great educational websites out there for kids, but many of them come with a lot of cost. And so we wanted to provide something for free or free of charge for everyone. And we launched this website to just help out.
Tell us a little bit about this website. I know it has a lot of resources for kids, but it's just not just for kids, right?
Yeah, it's for everyone. You're correct. And Achievery is our new free digital learning platform. It was designed to make online learning more engaging and inspiring from K to 12 students. We created this with the folks of Warner Media. So it includes some characters like Wonder Woman, Aquaman, and some of the biggest online education partners, organizations, helped us build lessons there, like the Khan Academy, Girls Who Code, Common Sense, and more. It's free. When you use characters, kids turn to learn more, right? So it's characters that are familiar to them, and you can also quiz the parents to see if the kids are ready for utilizing a new phone or something like that that is really interesting. because it also helps parents enter with their kids in this digital world. So the entire website switches to Spanish, so it's fully bilingual. So it helps just with the press of a button.
Theachievery.com. All right, so we've heard a lot, Luis, about the digital divide. What about people who don't have access to the internet? That seems to be a growing problem. How can we help them out?
Well, there's actually the federal government is helping extremely well. And there is a program called the Affordable Connectivity Program, right? It's called ACP. And what this program does is it provides people who qualify based on your income or any type of help from the government, and you will get a $30 credit on your access to the internet. AT&T has a service to access the internet that is called Access, actually, and it costs $30. So what it does is you get access to the internet for free. So what you do is you go to affordableconnectivity.gov, and there you can apply. And that will definitely help you if you want to enter this. So part of that closing the gap on the digital divide is by giving people access and free access to the internet. And that's what we're trying to do.
Yeah, that is great information there for any parents out there, someone looking to connect and help out during these summer months. Luis Silva from AT&T, thank you so much for your time today.
Oh, thank you so much for having me.
And if you missed any of this information, you can find this interview again on KSAT.com or our YouTube channel. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, RJ.
Time now, 6:54, 79 degrees.
And then as we head to break, here a look at some of the activities going on at public libraries around the city. At Maverick Library today from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. there will be a book sale with movies, CDs, DVDs, and of course books available to buy. At Westfall Library from 10:30 to 11:15. There will be family story time, perfect opportunities for families looking to enjoy some time together out of the heat. And look for all of these scheduled events at different libraries around the city. Just head to KSAT Kids section of KSAT.com.
Hey there, good morning to you. Coming up here on GMA, new details in the break in that cold case, more than a decade old, known as the Gilgo Beach murders. What detectives are saying about how new technology helped law enforcement capture a suspected serial killer. The Suffolk County DA joins us live in studio right here this morning. Also ahead, that relentless heat wave affecting tens of millions of Americans across the country, how some are helping their communities, and what tourist officials are warning travelers about, those high temperatures across the pond. Plus, of course, the severe weather threats right here at home. And finally, jackpot dreaming with no winner in last night's Mega Millions drawing. The growing payout for hopefuls now higher with more at stake for the upcoming Powerball drawing tonight. Good luck to you. That is all ahead right here on GMA.
All right, it is mostly cloudy. You can see a few peaks of sunshine through there, but these clouds are going to give way to complete sunshine. 80 degrees as we start off our weekend, south winds at 10 miles per hour. Take a look at this, though. Get some work done this morning between about 8 to about noon, because we'll be at 96 at noon. It'll be at 104 for the high temperature today. Mostly sunny skies, south winds at 10 to 15. Sun's going to set after 8:30, and it'll still be warm, 89 degrees by 10. We're going to be challenging records over the coming days. No end in sight in the forecast for us as far as the heat and humidity goes. I am hoping that by the start of August we could see a bit of a break in the weather pattern, but that's still a long way away, 15 days.
All right, thanks, Sarah. Hey, we're going to take an hour-long break. Hopefully Max can get some breakfast because his stomach is growling right now.
It was the steak from Specs that got me. We'll see back here
at 8.
Yeah.
Live from KSAT 12. Good Morning San Antonio starts right now.
All right, we are starting off with a live look out at the Alamo City. A little cloudy, not too much sunshine, but I promise we got a lot of heat in store for South Texas today and the rest of the week. We're going to check in with Sarah Spivey in just a few moments. For now, good morning. It is 8 o'clock. It is Saturday, July 15th. Thank you so much for starting your morning with us. So earlier we were talking about basically how hot it's been, how hot it continues to be, and comparing it to last summer.
I love also how you were like so confident. I promise, guys, about this weather forecast. It's going to be hot.
Yeah, well, I listen to Sarah's forecast. It's been great.
Yeah, and I'll be honest, it's pretty easy to forecast right now because the weather is pretty much the same. Triple-digit weather, a lack of rainfall for us. But, you know, honestly, we'll be challenging a record today. The record for the day today is 102, and I'm forecasting hotter than that. So it is likely going to be a record hot day here in San Antonio. Outside right now, seeing these morning clouds starting to break up. Temperatures already at 81, feels like 86. And then when you look at the forecast for the day today, if you have plans outdoors, try to get them done early this morning because even by 11, it's already going to be in the 90s. By 1 p.m., 98. Forecasting 104 for the high temperature today. Sunny skies, south winds at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Pretty much a similar forecast tomorrow too, to the degree, a high of 104. Humidity is going to make it feel like it's 108 degrees, 107 degrees outside rather. And coming up in the forecast, record challenging heat not only today but in the coming days. And we'll also talk a little bit about how long this hot weather pattern will potentially last. Max and Sarah.
Thank you, Sarah. New this morning, a 21-year-old man shot just after 6 this morning, all unfolding at Hemisphere Park. San Antonio police still investigating, still searching for the person responsible. This is what we know right now. San Antonio police tell us a man was sitting down at Yanaguana Garden. Someone started shooting. Again, this was just 6 a.m. today. Now the victim taken to University Hospital. He's expected to be okay. But right now, police still canvassing the area, searching for the person who pulled the trigger, still investigating, trying to figure out why anyone would shoot this man.
Waxahachie police are searching for 11-year-old Tanya Jackson in the Dallas area. Just take a look at your screen. That is a picture of her there. She was last seen yesterday around 8 p.m. wearing a white T-shirt with red letters on it. She is 5'7" with black hair and brown eyes. Police believe she is in danger. If you have any information, you're asked to call that number on your screen. Again, this is out of Waxahachie. That number 469-309-4400.
And also new this morning, another shooting to tell you about. We now know a man in the hospital today after being shot just south of downtown. San Antonio police tell us a man showed up to someone's house asking for help after he had just been shot. All of this unfolded around 9 p.m. Police say the victim showed up to this house, the one on your screen right now. This is about the 200 block of Raymond Street. It's an area between Nogalitos and Cevallos. The victim was taken to the hospital. He's expected to recover. As for the person responsible, police searched the area. Not only could they not find a suspect, they found no sign of any shooting. They believe the shooting actually happened in a different place. Obviously, an ongoing investigation. We do expect more information from investigators. We're going to have that online and on air throughout the day.
A San Antonio teenager who was shot multiple times by a San Antonio police officer back in 2022 has been charged with theft along with his friend. So booking records show San Antonio police took Eric Cantu and Emily Prowl into custody on June 28th. They're accused of stealing from the automotive section at the Walmart on Jones and Maltzberger. Cantu and Prowl each face a misdemeanor charge of theft between $100 and $750. If you remember, Cantu spent time on life support after being shot by San Antonio police officer James Brennan on October 2nd. Brennan, who was at the McDonald's on Blanco Road for an unrelated disturbance call, approached Cantu's vehicle after recognizing it from a high-speed evading incident the night before.
Well, it's a situation we continue to see, especially during the summer months, road rage. We now know a woman is dead after a road rage shooting happened earlier this week in Hearst. So we know 37-year-old Paola Nunez shot in the head on Monday. Police say Nunez was actually in the passenger seat. Her husband was driving. Now, the driver passed a car and another car came up behind them at high speed. That's when they exchanged a sign to the driver. He thought the driver was doing the same, but instead of a gesture, he pulled out a gun. That's when things took a turn for the worse. The driver shot through the back window, hitting Nunez in the back of the head, shooting and killing her. Right now, police still investigating, trying to figure out who is responsible.
A 20-year-old man is in custody after leading San Antonio police on a foot chase that led to a standoff. So this happened yesterday afternoon at a home on Bernard Drive near Kingsborough Middle School. That's not far from Stinson Airport. Multiple witnesses called the police and were able to provide a clear description of the suspect and his car. Responding officers pursued him, driving at a safe distance while their helicopter followed overhead. The suspect then entered the backyard of the home after he crashed. Moments later, police surrounded the area and called in a SWAT team and a negotiator.
Well, there have been so many families in and around our area that have fallen victim to scams. So this morning, a big reminder from the New Braunfels Police Department. They want to let people know that their department will never call you and ask you for money or banking information. And this reminder comes after several people actually called New Braunfels Police saying they're getting phone calls from a number that appears to be from the police department's non-emergency number. The person calling is claiming to be a detective with New Braunfels PD, but then asks for the victim's bank information. This is a scam, and police want everyone to be aware.
Back here at home, we want you to know about a major closure along Loop 1604 that will certainly impact some weekend plans. So portions of Loop 1604 are now closed in both directions, happening on the city's north side. So crews just closed the east and westbound lanes between Bitters and Blanco at 9 o'clock. This is for bridge work. Expect those lanes to be closed until 5 a.m. Monday. You can find more details on this and other road closures right now. Just head to KSAT.com.
Well, police in Alabama searching for a woman who disappeared after stopping to try to help a toddler she saw walking on an interstate. So this is what we know right now. 25-year-old Carlethia Nicole Russell called 911 to tell authorities about a child on Thursday. Now, Russell's mom says after calling 911, her daughter called her sister-in-law. While on the phone, the sister-in-law heard Russell talk to the child, then scream. After all that, she could hear the noise in the background. Police found Russell's hat, wig, and cell phone near her car on Interstate 459, just outside Birmingham. Many different law enforcement are working the case, trying to figure out what exactly unfolded.
Bank of America has been fined $250 million this week by U.S. federal regulators for allegedly harming customers. Now they're expected to pay up. So they're accused of double dipping on fees, withholding credit card rewards, and opening fake accounts. $100 million is set to go directly to customers who are impacted by the bank's alleged wrongdoing. The Consumer Financial Protection Bureau says some customers have already been compensated, but others may be waiting for a while before they get the money they're owed. Consumer advocacy experts recommend calling Bank of America's customer service line directly and asking if you were a victim.
And UPS taking action ahead of a possible strike by thousands of their unionized drivers. The delivery company says it's training non-union employees to take care of deliveries if their drivers walk off the job when the contract expires at the end of this month. In a statement, the company insists the move is a temporary solution, not an effort to walk away from negotiations or permanently squeeze out union drivers. The drivers are demanding better benefits and better working conditions. Time now, 8:08, 1 degree.
Today on Texas Eats, David Elder takes us to try some Hawaiian food at Big Aloha Grill. That's coming up.
It looks so good. All right. Many of us traveling for summer vacation, there are some important gadgets you need to make sure you have in the suitcase before you leave. When we come back, RJ Marquez speaking with the general manager of AT&T about some of the gadgets to make travel easier and keep our phones and tablets working.
Welcome back to GMSA. Surveys show that 85% of us are expected to travel at some point this summer. And along with those swimsuits and sandals, one thing that we know we'll be packing is our phones and tablets. But you may want to add a few other gadgets to your bag as well. Joining us this morning is tech expert Luis Silva from AT&T to show us some of the best travel tech devices. Good morning, Luis, and thank you very much for being with us.
Oh, thank you all for having me.
All right, Luis, so let's start here. What would you say are the most common travel problems with our devices, and how do we fix them?
The number one problem for everything is juice, right? Keeping all your devices charged when you're on the move can be tricky, but there are great products that can help you. First of all, I recommend like portable chargers. Obviously, that is one of the biggest tools you need. Battery is really important for you at all times. So if you're traveling or flying, make sure you put in your phone on airplane mode. It uses less battery. The other thing I would recommend that is super important when you're traveling, right? Especially if you're going overseas, make sure that you talk to your wireless provider to ensure that you have a plan so that your phone is working overseas.
Give us a couple of gadgets that we may not have thought of that can be helpful when we're traveling.
This is a water bottle that has a charger at the bottom, right? So it comes with its own battery. So it's really great for airports and actually for traveling when you're touring around. Have a device or something that you can put in and actually put your phone so that you don't have to hold your phone if you're watching TV in the plane or something like that. Don't forget a good pair of headsets, right? Wireless are much better.
I will go ahead and invest in one of those gadgets right there. All right, Luis Silva from AT&T, thank you so much for your time today.
Oh, thank you for having me.
And if you miss any of this information, you can find this interview again on KSAT.com or our YouTube channel. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, RJ.
All right, so people who are not traveling, who are staying in San Antonio,
Yeah.
record conditions today?
Yeah, record high. That's what I'm forecasting. So the record for the day is 102. I'm forecasting 104.
Woof.
Yeah, I know. And that kind of heat is going to continue for us. Woof is pretty much the only good response to this kind of weather. But y'all remember, I mean, last summer was honestly just as bad, if not worse than this summer in some
I think
ways.
it was worse just because we had a little bit of a slower start to the triple digits.
We did this year. As far as 100-degree days go, we have seen 21, including today, 21 100-degree days this year. Now, at this time last year, by the 15th of July, we had clocked in 36 100-degree days. So we're still a little bit behind last year. Now, last year, we hardly had any triple-digit days in August. So it's going to be interesting to see if we can see a weather pattern change in August for us this year. As far as record-challenging heat goes, this is the forecast for us, unfortunately, my friends. Today, forecasting 104, likely to beat that record set back in 2020. Tomorrow, we'll come close to beating a record set back in 1989. And honestly, we'll be close to records or tying records at least Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday of next week as well. So we are in it for the long haul. Outside right now, we're already seeing these morning clouds break up. You got a few hours here before we start to get into the 90s and triple digits, so get those errands done right now. 81 degrees, south winds at about 10 miles per hour. Looking at temperatures, it's 75 in Rock Springs. Good morning in Del Rio, it's 82. 77 in Kerrville, 81 in New Braunfels, 81 in Cotulla, and 81 in Gonzales. Because it's humid outside, your body can't regulate its heat as well. There is already a heat index. It feels like 86 in San Antonio, but it feels like 93 in Victoria this morning. Looking at your KSAT 12-hour forecast again, you got a few hours here where it's not going to be unbearably hot outside. By noon, though, it's going to be 96, and then in the afternoon, we'll be in the triple digits. We'll have a breeze today from the south, 10 to 15 miles per hour. Looking at an afternoon high temperature right around 104 with a heat index right around 108. Even by 8 p.m., we're still going to have a heat index into the triple digits. Looking at those forecast highs in your neighborhoods, 107 in Carrizo Springs, 103 in Canyon Lake, 102 in Kerrville, 104 in Pleasanton, 103 in Gonzales, and in the San Antonio metro area, 101 in Lotus, 101 in Bulverde, 101 in Bernie, 104 in Devine, and 105 in Floresville. All right, here's a look at the weather setup. Now, parts of Texas are going to be enjoying some rain today, mainly from Lubbock down to the Dallas-Fort Worth area and even out across parts of West Texas. Unfortunately, this is not going to make it to us in the Alamo City. That heat high is our dominant weather pattern. And not only for us in South Central Texas, but look at this desert heat. 113 in Las Vegas, 124 in Furnace Creek. So that's Death Valley. Death Valley, the most reliable, hottest temperature there, 130 degrees. They're going to come close today and tomorrow in Death Valley, Furnace Creek. Look at Palm Springs, 120 for the high. Unfortunately, this is a look at the potential rainfall in the next 10 days. And you can see there's a big hole across South Central Texas. It's not looking good for us for rainfall for the remainder of July, to be honest with you. I'm hoping for a weather pattern change early August. That's about the best we can hope for right now, but we'll continue to keep you posted. Otherwise, triple-digit tally going to continue to go up in the coming days. Now, you may have heard a lot about Saharan dust and potential allergies coming up. I've got your pollen count and a look at the Saharan dust. I have a suggestion for your allergies that may be making a little bit more sense than the Saharan dust because it's a little low. So I'll have those details coming up.
Thank you, Sarah.
Thank you, Sarah. 818, 81 degrees.
Okay, big jackpots.
Okay.
Let's start. Pick 3, 168, Fireball 9, Daily 4, 2210, Fireball 9.
And your cash 5, 1, 6, 13, 19, 25. Here we go. Mega Millions. What's it at?
Believe over 600 million.
Oh, 640 million.
There we go.
Not too bad.
Not bad at all.
No. All right. So if you did play, here are the numbers: 10, 24, 48, 51, 66. Big number 15, Megaplier 2. Good luck. We'll be right back. Good morning and welcome back. All right, big things happening in and around San Antonio. Big events this fall. WWE bringing Friday Night SmackDown to San Antonio's AT&T Center. So Friday Night SmackDown taking place October 20th. Tickets already available on AT&T's website. Starting at $20. To learn more about this, check out KSAT.com. So I know your husband is a huge WWE fan.
He already told me he's going to be getting tickets to this.
Are you going?
I'm going to see if he'll go with our photojournalist Steven Chavez here at KSAT, who's also a big fan.
You're pawning your husband
No.
someone else.
Someone who would enjoy it with him, who would understand. And I'm not saying I don't like it, I just don't know about it. Yeah.
Right, there you go.
Okay, and a beloved Texas Hill Country Festival will celebrate its final year this fall. The Dripping Springs Pumpkin Festival will return for the third and final time, starting September 23rd through October 29th. Themes from prior years at this festival included unique events like ancient Aztec dancing, celebrations of the American Indian powwow, and world-renowned pumpkin sculptor Dean Arnold also made an appearance last year. There will be more than 50 fall-inspired games, activities, and attractions at the festival in addition to local and live music.
All right.
Think about fall right now.
Yeah, we just got to get through this.
Just put it out there, fall. In my head, I'm living in fall in the AC.
Yeah, maybe don't get the pumpkin spice hot lattes yet.
No, ice.
Ice, always.
Ice latte. Ice latte. Yeah, those things.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay.
BRB. We'll be right back.
We'll be right back.
This one right here, the ribs. Talk to me about what goes into that.
So, Kalbi short ribs. We marinate those overnight. It's the base is the base sauce, as to say, is the shoyu. Over here they call it soy sauce. Back home we call it shoyu. That's the base, and then we add a bunch of different herbs and spices. And if I say anything else, my wife will kill me. So we'll just leave it at that. But yeah, we put our little bit of seasoning or whatever in there, and we marinate the.
I'm just going with my hands on this one.
Oh yeah, you have to.
All right, you going with me here. Grab one of these bad boys. Cheers.
There we go.
There we go. That's the bite. The Kalbi short rib has that nice caramelization on the outside, so it has a great crunch on there as well. It's sweet, it's savory, it's tender, it falls right off the bone. Mag salad, rice on the side. I mean, it doesn't get any better than this. Give me some love on that one. That's just meat candy. What a very particular flavor as well. When you're looking for this, you won't find it anywhere else. This is where you got to come for it.
Meat candy.
Meat candy.
It looks so good.
Caramelized. Oh, it looks phenomenal.
Yeah.
My only gripe with us doing this, he doesn't bring us samples anymore. He doesn't even hang out with us.
No
David, if you're
samples.
watching, come on down.
Come on.
Time now, 8:28, 81 degrees.
Taking a look outside with live cam. Already 81 degrees out there. Sarah Spivey is forecasting a record heat high for today. She will have our forecast when we come back.
Good morning, welcome back. Happy weekend. All right, a look behind the scenes. Apparently, I was standing like over here.
Yeah.
And Sarah was like,
I had to be
need
like,
you
I
to
know I'm a
come."
little scary, but you can get a little closer, Max.
Yeah.
We are friends.
Sarah Spivey, we're friends. How's it going out there?
Oh, I feel honored. It's great. You know, in the pollen count today, we've got only 2 allergens out there and they're low. This is the good news for the day because it's going to be hot. Molds and pigweed are present in low amounts. Now, you may have heard through the grapevine that we have got low concentrations of Saharan dust. That is true, but it's not going to affect air quality in a major way at all. In fact, air quality is pretty good. It's just one step down from perfect out there. And, you know, again, there are some light concentrations of Saharan dust in the forecast, although they're not expected to really get denser until potentially next week, not this upcoming week, but the following week at some point. Maybe a light to moderate plume of Saharan dust and by about Wednesday of next week. Although I have noticed a lot of people mentioning their allergies. My theory is it's because we're spending a lot of time indoors. Those indoor allergies are really going up because it's just so hot outside that we're spending a lot of time inside. Make sure you check your HVAC system. Looking at the KSAT 12-hour forecast for the day, if you want to be outside, next couple of hours are going to be fine, but afternoon it's going to be getting into the triple digits. We're looking at a forecast high today of 104. Heat index values anywhere from 105 to 108 this afternoon. Southeast winds at 10 miles per hour. Not only hot here, but hot across the state of Texas. ERCOT has issued a weather watch for the coming days. I'll tell you what that means for our grid and how our grid is expected to perform in the next several days. Max and Sarah.
Sarah, thank you. San Antonio Crime Stoppers is offering a new $15,000 reward on tips that could lead them to the person who killed a store clerk. So take a look at this surveillance photo on your screen right now. This is from January 1st of 2019. SAPD needs help identifying this gunman who robbed the 7-Eleven on Callahan Road near I-10, then killed the store clerk. That store clerk on your screen right now, that's 42-year-old Timothy Collins. He was working that morning. His family says it was one of his several jobs he helped in order to help his elderly father. They hope the reward money will trigger someone to speak up.
If somebody can actually identify him, I would like to give that person a hug and tell them thank you, because it will give not just myself, but my dad is 84 years old. It will give him closure, and it will give us some time to actually really mourn and actually know that that person that did this is actually paying for what he did.
The family says they have been living in trauma ever since that tragic morning. If you have any information that could help police, call the Crime Stoppers number on your screen right now, 210-224-7867.
Well, a teenage carjacker responsible for shooting a young woman in the face just outside the Whole Foods at the Alamo Quarry, well, he'll be in prison until he's at least in his 60s. So that sentence given this week, Julio Cesar Rivera, accused of a slew of armed carjackings between October and November of 2021 when he was still just 18 years old. He was arrested after shooting Alana Castaneda in the face during a failed carjacking. Rivera making a deal with prosecutors earlier this week, leading him to plead guilty to 3 cases, including Castaneda's, and now at just 20 years old, the district court judge Ron Hangel chose to give Rivera the maximum sentence of 45 years.
As soon as they said that it was 45 years, I just started crying, because it's it's not just for me, it's for the other victims as well.
Being face-to-face with Rivera again was hard, said Castaneda, who's already endured 3 surgeries with a 4th to come and bears permanent scars from the shooting.
2 teenagers were found with more than $4,000, 3 handguns, and marijuana following a chase. That's according to the Bexar County Sheriff's Office. This happened back on the 8th. A deputy noticed a stolen vehicle that they believe previously tried to evade authorities. That deputy then followed that vehicle, tried to pull it over, and then the driver sped off, which started that chase. Both teens were taken into custody. The driver was charged with unauthorized use of a vehicle and evading with a motor vehicle.
And during the week, a Hummer crashed into a utility pole and a tree. It killed 2 San Antonio teenagers. Now, police tell us the crash happened in Seguin on Wednesday, and they tell us the driver tried to pass another vehicle, lost control. 19-year-old Jack Manger and 14-year-old both died at the scene. A dog also killed in the crash. Authorities in Seguin still investigating. Well, this morning, an alert for the tens of millions of Americans impacted by the Supreme Court's decision to strike down President Biden's student loan forgiveness program.
ABC's Alexis Christoforous explains what scammers are out there pretending to do.
This morning, the Department of Education wiping out $39 billion in student debt for 800,000 federal loan borrowers. The government fixing mistakes loan servicers made when collecting payments under income-driven repayment programs, in which borrowers' monthly payments are linked to their earnings and family size. The Education Secretary saying in a statement, by fixing past administrative failures, we are ensuring everyone gets the forgiveness they deserve. From now through the end of the year, the Department of Education will contact borrowers to let them know their outstanding debt has been erased. The move coming just weeks after the Supreme Court struck down President Biden's broader plan to forgive student loan debt for more than 40 million borrowers. But all the confusion around loan repayments prompting the Better Business Bureau, the FCC, and the Federal Trade Commission to issue an urgent warning to borrowers about a likely rise in student loan scams.
People are losing a lot of money because they're paying money to a fraudulent company that they think they're getting their loans forgiven.
Authorities say beware of unsolicited emails, phone calls, text messages, or social media messages prompting debt relief or loan forgiveness. Attorneys general across several states teaming up with the FCC's robo-response team to warn consumers about the increased risk of scams.
They call up and they tell you that if you don't give them money right now, you'll lose the opportunity to discharge your student loans. That's a lie.
Authorities also say don't provide your social security number, birth date, bank details, or federal student loan ID number to unverified companies, and never pay for help with your student loans.
The government will not ask you for a debit card because a lot of government programs are in fact free. So they're not going to ask you to pay up front, but scammers will.
Well, California officials now restricting state-funded travel to certain states with recently passed legislation that pertains to transgender priorities. So this impacting travel to Missouri, Nebraska, and Wyoming. The travel restrictions are mandated by a California law. There are several exemptions, including those for public safety, federal compliance, and law enforcement. More than half the states in the union right now are subject to California's state-funded travel ban.
A widely used artificial sweetener might pose a cancer risk. That's according to the World Health Organization. It says aspartame should be deemed, quote, possibly carcinogenic to humans. However, WHO says that evidence was, quote, limited. So at least for now, health officials recommend moderation. The artificial sweetener is in roughly 6,000 products worldwide, according to the Calorie Control Council. That includes diet sodas, low-calorie foods. The FDA also, of course, coming out with a separate report saying it's really not as severe. But, I mean, I think there's going to be a lot of research. So it says, the FDA's report says to exceed that limit, an adult weighing 155-ish pounds would need to consume 9 to 14 cans of diet soft drinks containing 200 to 300 milligrams of aspartame. So again, these are conflicting reports from the FDA for WHO, but we'll keep you guys updated on this story. And happening today, Bexar County will distribute over 3,000 handgun safes and 1,000 handgun cable locks for free. This event is aimed at bringing awareness to responsible gun ownership. Those wanting to attend can register at gunsafetyforbear.org. It will be at Peltz County Park from 9 to 11. That address on your screen right now.
2 San Antonio pet rescue organizations having special adoption events over this weekend. God's Dogs Rescue and San Antonio Pets Alive hosting their events today and tomorrow at several PetSmart locations. All adopted pets will go home spayed, neutered, microchipped, and vaccinated. God's Dogs Rescue says they will have both dogs and puppies available as the shelter is over capacity with more than 600 animals. For a full list of times and locations, we have all that information right now. Just head to KSAT.com. Time is 8:41, 2 degrees.
Okay, so we all know it's really hot outside. So officials in Arizona, they are cooking a pizza in a non-traditional way. Still ahead, how long it took for that pizza to be cooked after being inside of a car.
Did you see the Houston woman who put the bread in the mailbox?
Genius.
Amazing. All right, a sea turtle named Kale healing after being accidentally caught by a fisherman. Also making history. We're going to explain.
Poor Kale. 82 degrees outside at 8:42. Sarah Spivey will let us know about our record-breaking heat day that we potentially will hit when we come back. Welcome back. A sea turtle named Kale is the first sea turtle to receive a CT scan at an Alabama hospital. So Kale was brought to the Cook Museum of Natural Science in 2020 after being accidentally caught by a fisherman in Chesapeake Bay and has been healing ever since. The CT scan was done to monitor the deep infections in his shell. The museum in Alabama says Kale, who is one of the most endangered species of the sea turtles in the world, is doing just fine.
And you've probably seen demonstrations showing that it's hot enough to cook an egg on a sidewalk, things on the dashboard. Well, emergency officials in Arizona take it to a whole new level, baking a pizza inside a car. Maricopa County sharing this video just yesterday showing the making of a pizza, then leaving it inside a car. They were trying to prove how hot it can get during the hot weather. It only took about an hour and a half for the pizza to fully cook.
Sarah's already upset about this.
What are you thinking here, Sarah?
That's already a pre-cooked pizza that you just put in the oven and warm it up. So, I mean, yes, hot. It's way too hot inside of a car, and you should never, ever leave pets or children in cars. But I don't know. I'm a little skeptical about
What was it in Death Valley? It's supposed to be like 130 degrees this weekend?
It's going to be close to 130 this weekend, and 130 is the most reliable hottest temperature on record for the world. So it's close.
But they have a dry heat there. But it's still
That's still 130.
Yeah, Sarah, so 130 is nothing compared to San Antonio.
I'm just trying to figure it out. To be fair, the humidity does make it feel a lot hotter in San Antonio than it actually is outside. And most of Texas is going to be under a heat advisory or excessive heat warnings today, so the grid is going to be strained a little bit. The heat advisories and excessive heat warnings, it's going to be 104 here in San Antonio, 99 in Dallas, but feeling like 106, 108 in Laredo, 102 in Midland, Odessa. So ERCOT has issued a weather watch for the coming days. Basically, what that means is they're going to be watching the supply and the demand carefully. But when you look at the ERCOT supply and the forecast demand, things should stay in check for us. You can see that the demand is less than the forecast supply, especially tomorrow. Tomorrow, demand's going to go down quite a bit for the state, not for us here in San Antonio, but across the state, because there will be at least some rain across the Panhandle in North Texas during the day today and tomorrow. That's going to lower the demand forecast for the state. Otherwise, though, none of this is going to make it to San Antonio, unfortunately. We're going to be dry and we're going to be hot. Get outside the next couple of hours, get what you need to get done before it gets too unbearably hot out there. 78 in Bandera, 80 in Rio Medina. Good morning in Converse, it's 82. 82 in Divine, 78 in Comfort, 79 in Uvalde. And looking at the KSAT 12-hour forecast, sunny skies today. We're already seeing these morning clouds break up. 84 at 9, 91 by 11. So we're already going to be in the 90s before we hit about noon. Noon, it'll be 96. The humidity is going to make it feel hotter than it is outside because your body can't regulate its heat with higher humidity. So when we look at the forecast high temperature of 104 this afternoon, that will be a record for the day. The record for the day is 102 back in 2020. So we're likely going to beat a record. And if we can make it to 105, it would be our fourth consecutive 105 plus degree day, which would be a record in San Antonio. Forecast highs today locally, 106 in Del Rio, 107 in Carrizo Springs, 104 in Pleasanton, 103 in Canyon Lake. The average high this time of year is 95, so we're going to be running some 10 degrees above that. 102 Bandera, 104 in Divine, 105 in Nixon, 105 in Floresville, and 104 in New Braunfels. And unfortunately, again, the drought monitor in the drought continues to be bad, especially for areas across the hill country from Kerrville down to Bernie and Bandera and Fredericksburg. And we do not anticipate any rain in the coming days. Rain chances are 0 in the coming days, at least the next 7 to 10 days in San Antonio. One way we could get some rain this summer is in the tropics. And as we take a look at the tropics out in the Pacific, there's Hurricane Hurricane Calvin. Hurricane Calvin is expected to weaken before it impacts the Hawaiian Islands by Thursday. And then there is subtropical storm Don that's just going to stay out in the Atlantic and not impact us here across the United States. Looking at the 7-day forecast, yep, it's painful. It's painful. 104, 105 degrees today, tomorrow, and over 100 in the next 7 days. Coming up, though, it's not just the high temperatures that are abnormally hot. We, by the skin of our teeth, were able to see avoid a record low temperature, high-low temperature. I'll tell you more details about that in the next half hour.
Meanwhile, I keep Googling like coolest places in the U.S.
Okay, what are you finding?
I think it's like near Forks on the like very
the
far
Pacific Northwest.
Yeah,
Absolutely. A little bit cooler. LA today, they're high 79.
Wow.
Oh, wow. Good for them.
I know.
Good for you, LA.
Good for you, LA.
Yeah, I'd still rather be in San Antonio. Time now, 8:51, 82 degrees.
Okay, still ahead, a World War II veteran celebrating a big birthday. What he says he's proud of as he turns, 104.
Morning and welcome back. A World War II veteran has a lot to smile about recently, celebrating 104 years. Arthur Walters Jr. brags he's gotten this old without taking any medication. The one thing he does have, a huge sense of humor. So when Arthur was 22 years old, so what was that, 82 years ago?
Ooh.
He had his pilot's license. He enlisted in the Air Force. He served in the Air Force 96 Bomb Group. Now he is the only crew member from his squadron still around. And when asked what advice he has for living a long life, this is what he had to say.
People always say, well, what do you attribute to? And I always say, well, I have two good friends. Oh, Jim Beam and Jack Daniels.
Those are your secrets?
I mean, look, you're living it up. Jim Beam, Jack Daniels, two good friends. So Walter's also given some advice for the younger generation, saying if there is something they want, they have to be willing to go out and work for it. If they fail a few times, they should, quote, get up and get back to it, end quote. Arthur, thank you for your service
Thank
to our
you,
country.
sir. And being part of the greatest generation.
I know.
So much respect there.
You know, when we live to 104, we got to start thinking of advice like that.
Oh, I already have my advice.
Okay, what is it?
I have to live till 104.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, that's fair. I'll wait. Time now, 8:55, 82 degrees.
After the break, we'll introduce you to this year's Gerber baby and take a look at the winners of the cutest pet comedy photos.
Good morning, welcome back. All right, take a second, look at the screen.
Aww.
This is baby Madison Mendoza of Colorado. She is the new 2023 Gerber baby and the winner of the 13th annual photo search contest.
Go Madison. Okay, the company said the 10-month-old Mendoza has a joyful spirit and a captivating expression. She'll be featured on Gerber's social media channels and marketing campaigns throughout the year. Her family will also get a $25,000 prize and free Gerber products for up to 1 year. She is precious.
All right, another adorable story to end this hour with. Here are the year's finalists for the 2023 Comedy Pet Photos. First off, we have a cat performing his best victory pose, a leaping dog through the air, and another dog jumping headfirst into the sand, and of course, this cat right here sticking out their tongue.
So the 24 finalists will be judged by a panel of expert animal lovers, and the winner, it's so cute. And the winner will be announced August 11th, and you can cast your favorite finalists at comedypetphoto.com.
All right, time now, 8:59, 83 degrees.
Still ahead at 9, a new documentary on Pink Floyd is going on tour in movie theaters. Why never before seen photos are just part of the story.
And this restaurant may wish they really had time machine to go back, fix the mistakes inspectors found behind their kitchen door. Tim Gerber explaining, breaking it all down, telling us the violations.